Not prioritizing your fitness could be costing you, like, literally your legacy. I just signed a new client the other day, and this guy, he's in very good shape already, and he's I believe he's 50. Very good shape, super successful with his company. Leads a team of guys, has processed, has done multi-millions for his companies. He's very, very successful with what he does. But the reason that he reached out to me and the reason that he signed was because of the legacy that he wants to leave behind. Now, what I mean is, he has always wanted to do his own thing. He's always wanted to launch his own business, his own company in the same industry that he works in. And he's already invested a bunch of money into it. He knows the ins and outs. And what he said to me on our call was, the drive is there, like the desire and the drive is there, but I'm lacking the mindset and the discipline that it's going to take in order to launch, scale, and run these businesses. But the reason he wants to launch, scale, and run these businesses is so that he can leave something behind for his kids. He wants to leave behind a legacy for his kids. And so the main reason he came to me was because he wants to be able to develop more of that mindset, that killer mindset, right? And that extreme discipline. All of the traits that you need in order to create and scale and run a business. It's not fucking easy, to do that. It takes an extreme amount of work and dedication and discipline to a process in order to do those things. And this is why I always talk about fitness being about so much more than just fitness, right? Because this is something that he understood on his own. Because like I said, he's already in really good shape. He's probably, about 15% body fat. He's already made a ton of progress. He's down from 30% body fat. So he's already cut off 15% body fat. He's in the gym 5 days a week. He's eating relatively well, but he understands that there's new levels, there's next levels to the shit. And if you don't do new things that are required to achieve new levels, you're never going to reach the new levels. So this is another thing that people fall into, is thinking that the work that they did to get them where they are is going to get them to the next level, and it's just not. But that's a topic for a different video. The entire point is, fitness is about so much more than fitness. Now, what we're going to do with him is develop his plan. Well, it's already developed, but have him execute this plan in a way that just creates a monster. And we're going to get him jacked, right? We're just going to get him fucking shredded and jacked and big and all of the physical side of things. But throughout that process, we're going to create that mindset and that discipline and that drive and that relentlessness that is needed in order to carry out what it is that he wants to carry out. So that's really the main thing. And the reason why I opened this video the way that I did is that, not focusing on your fitness could be costing you your legacy, is because that's legitimately what he said to me. Is that, he's thought about creating the legacy forever. He's wanted to do it. He's whatever, but he's never actually done it. And I actually talked to a lot of guys in this spot, to where one of the main things holding them back from creating more in life, and a lot of these guys are already extremely successful, but the main thing holding them back from creating more is the lack of focus on their fitness. Because what that ends up being is a lack of focus on their discipline and their consistency and their drive and their mindset that doesn't allow them to go further, right? And fixing your fitness, going all in on your physical fitness, and creating that person is what's going to allow you to apply that to your other endeavors, right? Whether that's creating a business or just creating more of yourself, and whatever the case may be. Every trait that you develop through a physical transformation is only going to benefit you in those areas. This is why, like, taking your fitness seriously usually equates in more money being made, usually equates to a higher level of income, because all those traits transition over into other skills that allow you to produce more all over the place. But so many people never develop in that way and never develop that mindset. And I feel like there's a lot of people that could have done a lot more in life and can be doing a lot more in life had they taken that seriously. I know for me personally, the only reason that I'm successful in business is because of fitness. Now, obviously my business is fitness, so yeah, of course, but without the fitness side of things, because I've tried business, I've tried and failed in business multiple times over the last, 10 years maybe. But without what I developed through my physical transformation and my physical exertion, had I not developed the mindset side of things, and had I not gone through that transformation process in order to create the mental side of things and the mindset side of things, I would not be successful in business. I would not be able to do what I do. I would not have the things that I needed in order to, launch, scale, and run a business. And we continue to scale and scale and scale. And we're going to continue to scale. And then that's going to lead into more. But it all starts with the foundation. It all starts with the fitness. It all starts with personal development. Without the personal development, we're not operating anywhere near our fullest potential. Even if you are already a killer in business, which this happens a lot. This is actually quite a few of my clients as well. If you're already a killer in business, you still have a ton of potential, untapped potential that you aren't accessing if you aren't dialed in on your physical fitness, right? I could guarantee it. And this is a problem that I solve too. This is why a lot of people come to me as well. But the whole point is, going all in on yourself is never a bad decision. It's never a waste of time. It's never a bad investment or a poor investment. It's always beneficial. It's always going to elicit you more return than you invest. And shying away from that, not focusing on that, could quite literally be costing you a legacy that you could be leaving behind in this world. So highly recommend getting that figured out and dialed in. All right. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. If you have any questions or need any help, hit me up on Instagram at Grayline Fitness. If not, subscribe to this page, watch the content, whatever it is. If you enjoy it, I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching. Appreciate you being here. Like I said, Instagram is where I'm most active, and if you need any help, my DMs are always open. So I will catch you guys on the next one. I hope that this offered you some perspective that you can utilize, and I'll see you later.